Hey y'all, it's Destiny, otherwise known as Decent Crochet, and for this week's video I decided to do a crochet with me for a week. And so what I'm trying to do this week is I have so many projects in mind, and so I am going to be finishing each project for the most part. Some of them I can't finish before starting a new one. And after my last video I took a little bit of a break. I was really tired, and obviously with the holidays I wanted to spend time with family. But since then, I have crocheted a beanie. I've decided to call it the Beanie Sprout. So I have this, I'm showing it to you now, but I'm going to put up some photos from my Instagram so that way y'all can see some other forms of art, I guess. I also just really like the photos that I took for this. But yeah, I'm going to use what was left over from that skein. It didn't take a full skein, surprisingly, but I have a basket full of these, and so I want to try and make a few of them. They take like 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2.5 hours, so it's not that bad. But yeah, so I'm gonna be working on this. This is the worst loss to yarn chicken that I have ever experienced. Good thing I have this basket full. I will be going to Kohl's and I'll be taking y'all with me. I will try and film some aesthetic shots of what I get, but I don't know how well I'm gonna do that. I've also never recorded in public, obviously, so that'll be fun. And then when I come back, I'll show y'all what I got, and then I will show y'all what I got for Christmas too. It's not crochet related, but I figured it would be kind of be fun. So yeah. So I did want to show y'all what I got for Christmas. Some of the things were from my mom, some things I got for myself, and other things were bought from gift cards that I received from other family members. So to start with the things that I actually got on Christmas Day, my mom got me this candy cane with Twix in it for my stocking stuffer, and I got myself this Eucalyptus Rain and Eucalyptus Spearmint scented room spray hand cream and hand sanitizer when Bath & Body Works was having their big sale. And Eucalyptus anything, mostly spearmint. I like this one a little bit more than those, but this is my favorite scent. And I got myself these two therapy books, Permission to Feel and No Bad Parts. I have really been looking forward to reading these, so I'll give y'all an update once I actually get to them. My mom got me this super soft thermal top, and I haven't worn it yet, but I love just the feel of it. My mom also got me these shoes, and they're super comfortable, and I've already been wearing them, but look how cute they are. And my mom gave me these Gloria Vanderbilt jeans. We usually get them from Kohl's. We have a bunch of colors in these type of jeans, but I think she got these from Goodwill, and she gave them to me when I got back from campus. And so I didn't actually get these on Christmas Day, but I figured I would just lump it in with this group. As for everything else I was given a gift card to Kohl's, and so I got these two sweaters, which are super soft and absolutely adorable. And on that same gift card, I also got these 3 cute little Sonoma rings, which I imagine I will be wearing quite often. And I got myself these cute little Aquaphor chapsticks because I had been using Burt's Bees and I wanted something new. So I wanted a little change. And I got these Franco Sarto shoes from Goodwill. They're a little big, but they're absolutely adorable and super comfortable. I wore them on Christmas. I also got this green flannel jacket. It's Lucky brand, but I got it at Goodwill just because I always am looking for like a nice green jacket color, and so this fits really well into my wardrobe. And last but certainly not least is this shelf that I got from Goodwill. I will be using this for craft fairs in the future, but for now I will just use it for what it is, a shelf for storage. So this is a crochet with me for a week, but I end up getting somewhat of a migraine for 2 days, but I still crocheted when I had the energy. And I made some cute little frogs. You can't really tell that they're frogs. You can kind of tell. But the eyes and stuffing are back at school, and so I've only made 3 of them. They're pretty cute. I plan on making quite a few more just because I do really love frogs. And then I have still been working on the second beanie that I had talked about previously. This is how far I've gotten. I still have quite a ways to go, but sometimes I kind of get tired of just doing 40 half double crochets back to back. And so I made a red rose with some of the red yarn that I had shown. This one feels a little like thick, kind of rough, so I'm not too sure how I feel about this one. I love the color though, it's super bright. And then I have another color that I'm actually working on right now. It's not as bright, but I think it's still kind of nice. I might just do 6 of each. And I still have so many projects in mind that I want to work on. So I think what I'll do is I will finish this color rose, and then I will work on making a couple daisies, since I keep saying I want to do that, because I want to finish this beanie as well, but I also want to make some frog flower buddies. I don't know what else to call them, but I found a really cute pattern. It's a frog plushie with like a flower around the neck kinda, and then the goose is just one that I want to try because I have some plush yarn and I don't know what else to do with that yet. So unfortunately I was unable to work on the daisies because the green yarn that I want to use for the stems and leaves and everything like that is up at school, and the only green that I have here is the pale green that I use for the frogs, and I honestly don't think I'll have enough of that color to finish out however many flowers I make. So I've decided to just keep working on daisies for a little bit. I have made 4 of the dark red roses so far, and I'm working on my second one of this reddish orange, but I did finish the second beanie. I did not do the leaf part yet because I want to wait until I go back to school when I have my floral wire, so that way the leaves can stand up a little bit more and they're a little more solid. And I've been working on these roses for a little bit already. I was working on them last night, and with the 3 different color reds that I have, they're all 100% acrylic yarn, but this reddish orange and the darker red that I used for the roses that I made is kind of tougher and a little bit more rough of a texture, and the other one that I have is really soft, but it's still 100% acrylic yarn, like it's not mixed with anything else, but it's super soft. And so I tried making a rose with, oh, it's falling apart, with this one, and it's smaller and it's super soft, but I don't think I'm gonna be using this. I don't remember when I started making these roses, but for however many I've made 12 of the white ones, 4 of the light purplish, the muted purple, 2 of the pale pinks, and I had a photo of the yarn that I have at school, and I have 2 other color pinks and 3 different purples. One of them's kind of like magenta, so I will most likely be doing those as well. And the thing is, these are meant for Valentine's Day, but even if they don't do that well at school after I make flyers and put them up, I can always sell them throughout the year for graduations or birthday parties, or if I do craft fairs during the summer, I can just save them until then. You know, eventually I will be making daisies and lavender and tulips, but again, most of the colors that I want to use are at school. The yarn that I have here is very limited and isn't exactly the texture or the type of yarn that I want to use. And my only concern is when I go back to school, I'm not sure how much time I'm gonna have. Obviously, I'm going back in early January and Valentine's Day isn't until mid-February, but then again, you have to consider my classes and how busy I'll be with that. And to be honest, I didn't think I was going to crochet as much as I am right now. I had brought my hooks just in case because I know I have some yarn here that I would be able to use in case I had gotten inspired enough to want to work on something. But I hadn't anticipated wanting to make videos and wanting to work more on a small business. I mean, I even have a logo now, which it was made by this person on Reddit who's part of the Finch Reddit that I had talked about in my last video. And I'll put a photo of it up here so that way you can see it in all its glory, but I think it's absolutely adorable, and I will put their name in the description because I absolutely love it, and they're the sweetest person for doing it for everyone that they were. Now the goal is to continue making videos up at school, and I will try and do every Sunday. If it ends up being every other Sunday, I hope y'all don't get too upset with that, but just remember that I am in graduate school, and so I will be prioritizing my studies and my fieldwork and things like that. I think the most unfortunate part about me not really thinking that I would want to crochet over my break is the fact that I did not bring my compression gloves because my hands have been cramping a lot, and I try and do exercises for my hands and my wrists and forearms before I start, but I have been crocheting a lot basically every day. I just put on a show and I start crocheting, and of course I do take breaks, but it can be really tiring. So I think what I'm going to do is after I finish this is my second reddish orange rose, and then I'll do 2 more, but I will take a little bit of a break. I also do not want to get burnt out by just continuously making roses, and so if I feel motivated enough, I will try and make plushies like I had been wanting to, like the laying down goose and the frog with the flowered necklace kind of thing, or maybe also making those small frogs that I had shown y'all, or I could finish the bookmarks. I find it so funny that I said at the beginning of this video that I wanted to try and finish projects before moving on to the next, but of course, as a crocheter, you will also know that that does not often happen. I would also like to work on at least one other project for this video, but we shall see how motivated I am and what yarn I have and if I find anything that inspires me. Okay, y'all. So this is the same day as the previous clip. I had to take down some Christmas decorations, so I took a shower and changed. But when we went out to go get some food for lunch, I found the absolute best thing on the side of the street. Metal grid coveys. I'm super excited for these because I'll be using them in craft fairs in the future. I have been wanting these since I've seen them in people's market vlogs, and I think this was just the perfect find for me. Okay, y'all, I have been trying to beat the sunlight, but it is going down as we speak, so I don't think that's gonna happen. But I wanted to show y'all what I have so far of the frog flower buddy that I said I was going to be working on, and if I am able to finish it before I put out my video tomorrow, I will put up a screenshot of it right now or when I show the pieces. So this is what I have so far. I have the 6 petals that are going around the neck, as well as the 2 eyes and the little legs. Like I said, I don't have any stuffing or the eyes, so it wouldn't be complete either way, but I'm hoping I can get it all put together before the stuffing and the eyes need to go in, so that way I can have something finished. But other than that, I think this week has been a very successful crochet with me for a week. I now have a full basket of roses. The other white roses are over on my desk over there, and I now have 2 beanie sprouts, which I'm super excited about, as well as some 3 little frogs. I'll probably be making more of these just because I want to be able to hold a bunch of them in my hands. And then we have our little frog flower buddy over there. I don't know if I will be working on more plushies while here at home just because I don't have any eyes or stuffing, and it's really difficult to work on flowers too because I don't have my floral wire. Nonetheless, I hope y'all have enjoyed, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye everybody.